Assalamualaikum to Sir Razizi and my fellow classmates. My name is Nur Ashira, matrix number 2020600364. From Group 2, will present the concept of Waqf and its roles in socio-economic development in Malaysia, followed by my other group mate, which is Nur Mirna Marlini, Nur Irdina Izati, Nur Iza Saidatunisa, and Muhammad Dani Iswan.
What is Waqf? Waqf is a welfare mechanism that is strongly encouraged by Islam. Waqf is one of the practices of Sadaqah Jariyah, which is Sadaqah that has continuous reward as long as the property or benefits from the endowment property are used for good purposes, as in the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. In Sahih Muslim, from Abu Hurairah has said that Rasulullah SAW has said, when the son of Adam died, his deeds were cut off except for three things. First is Sadaqah Jariyah, useful knowledge and prayers from pious children. Waqf in the Arabic language means to stop, contain or preserve, while in the Dewan dictionary, the word Waqf is defined as something given for public use as a donation or allocated for needs related to Islam for public use. In Islamic terms, Waqf refers to a religious endowment, in example, a voluntary and irrevocable dedication of one's wealth or a portion of it in cash or kind, such as house or a garden, and its disbursement for Sharia compliant projects such as mosque or religious schools. It is defined as giving away property during its lifetime and its use lasts forever. What is the difference between Waqf and charity? Waqf is permanent donation. Once Waqf is created, it can never be donated as a gift, inherited or sold. Disbursement or its returns is done in accordance with the endower's wishes. Charity, on the other hand, is a broader concept. There are four pillars and conditions for Waqf. First, Waqif. Waqif, full right to the property to be endowed. Sane in thinking, they must balik, and this is their own choice. Second, Mawquf. Mawquf is a Waqf property. The property have advantage, have a price value, the perfect property of the person who is endowed for a good purpose only and does not violate Islamic law. The third is Mawquf alayh, the receipt of Waqf. First, people who are able to own property, Muslim and independent. Second, able to get closer to Allah SWT, only intended for the benefit of Islam only. And the fourth is Sirah, Waqf statement. Waqf statement made either orally, in writing with words or gestures, through a recitation, either in the story or kinaya. The endowed property must be in the form of a specific object, such as endowing a house. It is also required that the property to be Waqf must belong to the Waqf and provide benefits, and the benefits can be transferred. To make Waqf as a Sharia charity that gives a long-lasting reward to the Waqf, the scholars require that the property to be endowed can be used forever. Next, the use of Waqf property must be allowed by Islamic law and not used for immorality. The endowed property must be transferable and not seized property, such as property of bankrupt or the property of an orphan. The property to be Waqf is the perfect property of the Waqf and not the property of others, such as property involved in loans, rent, or something similar.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurmila Malini binti Ruslan. My matrix number is 2020893062. I will explain about the forms of Waqf and Waqf products. There are two forms of Waqf, which are Waqf Duri and Waqf Khairi. Waqf Duri aims to provide social security to the descendants and relatives of the Waqf. This Waqf aims to take care of one of the Daruriyah, which is Hifzu al-Nas. This type of Waqf does not run away from the purpose of doing charity to help the poor and students. The only difference is that it is allocated to certain people and implemented to help relatives who need it. Next, Waqf Khairi. Waqf al-Khairi is created from the very beginning for a virtuous and charitable purpose for the sake of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. It is a Waqf for the general good, intended to fulfill a noble social function, especially in respect of those functions that have not been performed by the state adequately, such as hospitals and schools. Waqf products. There are 6 Waqf products, which are General Waqf, Special Waqf, Certificate of Waqf Building, Certificate of Waqf Health Cash, Certificate of Waqf Economic Cash, and Certificate of Waqf Education Cash. Firstly, General Waqf is any form of Waqf property made for charitable or general charitable purposes without specifying any specific beneficiary or specific purposes. Waqf from this category can be applied to matters or general welfare purposes that can further enhance the image of Islam and its society. Secondly, Special Waqf. It is considered special when the Waqf determines it is made for specific purposes or specific beneficiaries. A Waqf will determine from the beginning to whom the Waqf is made or for what purpose the Waqf must be applied. Thirdly, Certificate of Waqf Building is a Waqf certificate scheme for the purpose of financing buildings, which then provide returns through rentals by potential tenants. Part of the rental profits are then used for the purpose of Waqf programs and activities that will benefit the welfare of the Ummah from various aspects. Fourthly, Certificate of Waqf Health Cash. It is a Waqf scheme where Yayasan Waqf Malaysia invites the public to Waqf using cash. The cash collected will be invested and the returns will be used for the purpose of financing health-related charitable activities. The Waqf funds collected will be transferred to permanent assets covering health objectives in accordance with applicable regulations. Fifthly, Certificate of Waqf Economic Cash. The cash collected will be invested and the returns will be used for the purpose of financing economic activities. The Waqf funds raised will be transferred into permanent assets covering economic development objectives in accordance with applicable regulations. Sixthly, Certificate of Waqf Education Cash. The cash collected will be invested and the returns will be used for the purpose of financing charitable activities related to education. The Waqf funds collected will be transferred into permanent assets covering educational objectives in accordance with the suitability and applicable rules.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Dani Izwan and now I gonna talk about the contribution of Waqf to socio-economic development. Waqf is a type of Islamic economic instrument that should be developed to help people deal with the burdens of life. Waqf or endowment has been contributing a lot, directly or indirectly, to socio-economic development. Waqf contributes to the socio-economic development of society to ensure that humans, being social and economic lives can be developed. It contributes significantly to development of the agricultural sector, the welfare of orphans, and housing facilities. Firstly, the Waqf gives a lot of contribution to the agricultural sector. Agriculture is one of the sectors that have an important role in the economic system. In Malaysia, Waqf contributes significantly to providing facilities such as land for agricultural purposes because agriculture is important for economic growth. Furthermore, it is also important because it is one of the sources of income in Malaysia. An excellent example of the contribution in the agricultural sector through the Waqf Fund has been utilized for the cost of farm management, such as purchasing tools and machinery and building an irrigation system. As an example, in Johor, the Johor government has endowed land of 3,900 acres. This Johor Endowment Farm was developed using funds from Waqf share, and it is the result of a collaboration between Majlis Agama Islam Johor and Pertubuhan Peladang Negeri Johor. This farm is used for an oil palm plantation. As we can see, Waqf give a big impact on the agriculture sector, which is good for socio-economic development. Next is Waqf also contributes to protecting the welfare of orphans. It is very important that we protect the rights and welfare of orphans so that they are protected, because Islam takes the care of orphans seriously. Islam takes a great care of the welfare of orphans because of their condition. Losing a parent will cause them to be unable to live a perfect life. It also will probably result in them not receiving basic needs such as education, food, shelter, and so on. The contribution of Waqf in looking after the welfare of orphans can be seen in Johor. The Waqf share earned are used to provide financial assistance to Johor Religious School and orphanage. This is to make sure that they can get and buy their basic needs and can help to make their daily lives more convenient. Therefore, Waqf is giving a lot of benefits and contributes to making sure that the orphans get their needs so that they can get through their daily lives normally. Lastly, Waqf contributes a lot to providing housing facilities for society. Housing is an essential component of economic development, and every government in this world, including Malaysia, has made a policy to provide housing to its citizens. Housing endowment means property or benefits that are endowed for housing purposes such as a land, building, and cash. Waqf property develop housing projects that are rented at a low cost and minimum price to the community. As an example, in Melaka, the 2.27 million Al-Ihsan Flats project has been developed in Bandar Melaka, and the project was funded by the Tabung Amanah Saham Waqf and Zakat. Hence, Waqf provide housing for those who cannot afford to live in more comfortable houses with affordable rental price. The requirement for the proper home will be contribute to getting a better and healthier quality of life. So that's all for the contribution of Waqf to socio-economic development. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Idina Izzati binti Matzin. My matrix number is 2020835148. Firstly, in Malaysia, the contribution of Waqf in fields such as agriculture and education is important. This is because contribution to this sector will aid our country economic growth. So, for my part, I will be presenting about the role of Waqf in poverty reduction, since Waqf also provides some benefit in this area which will lead to economic growth. So, how can Waqf help in poverty alleviation? Firstly, by building schools and universities to improve their education. We must acknowledge that education is the most effective tool for lifting a family out of poverty. However, not all of the poor can afford to get an education like the others. As a result of the Waqf contribution, schools and education institutions can be built with a focus on the poor. Waqf will help the poor in receiving free or low-cost education. Aside from that, Waqf can help to alleviate poverty by establishing training and skill development center. Those born into families with less education and fewer skills have a lower chance of finding work. As a result, the majority of them will remain impoverished. So, by establishing a training and skills development center, they can improve their new or existing talent and skills. As a result, their employment opportunities will expand, and they will be able to help the country by lowering the unemployment rate. Lastly, provide less fortunate people access to healthcare. A person is also considered poor if they have no access to healthcare. Due to their poverty, they are unable to go to hospital or seek treatment at clinics when they become ill. Having a hospital or endowment clinic will allow the poor to receive health care for free or at a low cost.
In conclusion, Waqf is an act of worship that is encourage us as a Muslim to draw a closer relationship with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Furthermore, Waqf also play an important role in socio-economic development of our country by providing education, health, housing, and other facilities to other people, especially to who in needed. And as a result, when the people has more access to those facilities, it can improve their performance and also develop. On the other hand, authorities concerned also have to interfere by promoting the Waqf by run a massive campaign to spread people awareness of Waqf, not only to Muslim people but other religion also, to change their perspective that Waqf is a religion activities that only Muslim people can involve, which is not true.